Big 2 News at 10.
Now at 10, a hostage situation developing here in the Basin where that standoff is right now as negotiators arrive. Good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Madeline Bierster. We're going to go live to our Jesse Zaragoza right now. He's at the Sundance Apartments in Midland where a standoff has been taking place for nearly a full day now. Jesse, what's the latest?
That's right, Madeline. As right now present here at the Sundance apartment complex, there are multiple law enforcement agencies here. Now, Midland Police did tell me that there are three hostages present, that the suspect had 3 hostages, 2 being a woman and 1 being a child. Now, out of precaution, MPD did tell me that they will be evacuation of residents living in the apartment building where the standoff is taking place.
The Midland Police Department assumed initial incident command for this. Since then, DPS has came in to relieve us off the scene. It is currently their scene, and therefore we can't really answer questions to that. The reason this is going on this long is because he is in contact with the negotiations. We're doing everything possible to get this resolved at the lowest form possible for the life and safety of these people being held hostage. Currently, this is affecting Building 8 at this apartment complex. We do not have the count for how many people are affected as of right now. We are making those plans to assist those people that are being displaced or anybody affected by this with local hotels or motels available.
In a new notice from the apartment complex, residents are asked to go to a temporary shelter set up at the Midland Horseshoe. And in release from Midland Mayor Lori Blanc, she thanked local establishments for stepping up to help those that are displaced. According to her release, local law enforcement, Texas DPS, and FBI are currently assisting in getting the hostages out of harm. We have gotten word that the negotiators have arrived at the scene around 8 o'clock tonight. They reportedly showed up with police escort. Now we're still at the scene tonight, and once we get any updates from that, we will let you know. And you can also find all that on yourbasin.com. But for now, reporting in Midland, Jesse Zaragoza, ABC, Big 2 News.
All right, keep us posted, Jesse. Thank you so much. This is a developing situation. We're going to continue to provide updates as they become available. The city of Midland also wants people to know this is not connected to the ongoing manhunt for a separate suspect. New details in that manhunt tonight from the Midland County Sheriff's Office as police continue the search for 26-year-old Job Jasso. That's the person you see here. We're told Jasso's at large and wanted on drug charges, as well as an outstanding warrant for continuous violence against family, criminal mischief, and evading arrest. This is a look at that scene from just yesterday over along Business 20 near Midland International Airport. Multiple law enforcement agencies, including Texas DPS, were all out looking for Jasso. That scene since died down, and drivers are not being asked to avoid that stretch of road any longer. Again, Jasso's still at large and considered armed and dangerous by investigators. We're told he's about 5'9" with black hair, brown eyes, and tattoos across his torso, neck, and arms. If you see him, you're asked to contact 911 or reach out to Midland Crime Stoppers. You can submit a tip anonymously at 432-694-TIPS. And we're tracking the latest on this online over at yourbasin.com tonight. Stay with us for all the updates.
And now, your forecast first on Fox 24.
All right, Chase, St. Patrick's Day weekend coming up. How are we feeling?
Hey, yeah, feeling pretty good. Feeling like it might be an indoor St. Patrick's Day weekend, though.
That's okay, though.
Yeah.
In our Fox 24 newscast, we were talking about some green foods we could make instead.
Yeah, I know. I think you hit the winner with the green eggs and ham. I was saying cabbage soup, and I got booze from everybody in our control room, in the studio.
That's horrible, Chase.
It's tasty. It's really tasty, I'm telling you.
You're going to have to bring it into the studio now and prove it on air, right? You know that, right?
Okay. I'll fire up the crock pot and see what I can do.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, but it does look like it's going to be pretty chilly out there this weekend, thanks to a cold front actually getting ready to move into West Texas. Hasn't done so yet. But trust me, we are going to feel it as we get into tomorrow afternoon. A much, much chillier end to the week than what we've been seeing so far. Actually, pretty clear conditions earlier in the day. A lot of cloud cover working its way in from the south, but that really didn't stop our high temperatures from warming up above average. Again, for today, 79 degrees our high today, 71 the average for this time of the year. And look at our lows, also coming in right at normal. Now, as we get to tomorrow morning, our low temperatures are actually going to be pretty consistent compared to what we had this morning. Once again, then dropping down into the mid to upper 40s. We're a little warmer than we were this time yesterday for Odessa, Midland, but a lot of us also already a little bit cooler. Now I'll take a look at when to expect that front, how cold it'll be, and whether or not it'll come with any rain chances. First, back to you, Madeline.
Thanks for that, Chase. Now to a story we've been following here on ABC Big 2 News. Botulism in the Basin. Multiple families in the Tall City recently had infants diagnosed with that disease, all of them living within several blocks of one another. Botulism is a rare but serious illness in which a toxin will attack a person's central nervous system. It can be difficult to detect and requires extensive tests to rule out any other diseases, and it could ultimately be fatal if left untreated. Botulism itself is a bacteria found in the soil. The bacteria releases spores which can be ingested and cause the disease. The bacteria can also be found in improperly canned or jarred foods, as well as honey. Infants eating honey may contract the disease, as their bodies just aren't capable of breaking down the bacteria like adults can. We spoke to the Midland Health Department today about what the investigation process looks like.
We do have a disease investigation team, and so depending on the type of illness, either our epidemiologist or our disease investigators will make contact with the clinician that reported the initial illness, and then once we gather the information from them, then we'll reach out to the family. If there is something that we are able to identify as a primary source of infection, then we would put out an alert. And of course, we'd let the state know first.
We're told currently that the department has not found any primary sources of the instances of botulism in Midland. However, the department still spoke to us about what to look out for.
One of the main symptoms you want to look out for first is constipation. Infants going to the bathroom infrequently. It might be once every few days instead of their regular schedule. Poor feeding, poor suckling. The infant can't latch on. The formula or milk is pooling in their mouth and they're not able to swallow it. It's at that point that then you know, definitely something is concerning. You need to see, a pediatrician or more likely an emergency room.
The department also says botulism can be ingested from dirt and dust particles. Always be sure to clean your hands before feeding or eating along with your children. And now to the latest in the criminal cases against Donald Trump. Late today, a federal judge in Florida ruling on Trump's motion to dismiss the classified documents case against him. Here's ABC's senior investigative correspondent Aaron Katursky.
Donald Trump arriving at a Florida court, his lawyers trying to convince a federal judge the special counsel's case over his handling of classified documents should be dismissed. Trump's team arguing the charges were unconstitutionally vague. But Judge Aileen Cannon, who Trump appointed to the bench, ruling tonight she will not dismiss the case on those grounds. She's still considering another motion to dismiss, but after a full day of arguments, Cannon strongly signaling she is inclined to let the case move forward, saying your arguments might have some force, but it's difficult to see how this leads to a dismissal of the indictment.
Are you prepared to go to trial on March 25th?
A ruling coming just hours after a surprise announcement in New York. The Manhattan District Attorney, Alvin Bragg, proposing a 1-month delay in the start of Trump's hush money trial. Trump's accused of trying to conceal payments to adult film star Stormy Daniels. The first of the former president's criminal trials was supposed to get underway less than 2 weeks from now. Prosecutors said they just got their hands on tens of thousands of pages and documents from the Justice Department, and they want to give Trump's legal team up to 30 days to review them. Prosecutors noting there will be another production of documents by next week.
Mr. Cohen, what did the committee want to know?
The records are related to Trump's former fixer, Michael Cohen, who wrote the check to Stormy Daniels. Trump has pleaded not guilty. His legal team demanding months to go over the new records, which would delay the trial even more.
All right, stick with us here on ABC Big 2 News as we continue to bring you the latest top stories from across the nation.
And coming up after the break, we've got another cold front on the way for us here in West Texas, though it hasn't reached us just yet. Our temperatures are still right near 70 degrees here in Odessa and Midland. Humidity is beginning to creep upwards at 24%, but our wind speeds are also creeping upwards, now at 16 miles per hour. Now stay with us after the break. I'll take a look at what those winds are up to and how cold that cold front will be coming up.
And coming up in sports, Texas Tech kicked off its Big 12 tournament run today. Find out if former Midland College head coach Grant McCasland won his first career Big 12 tournament game.